Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Candy. I'm a mama to 5. On my channel, I share a lot of homeschooling, homesteading, gardening, day in the life, what's for dinner, canning, grocery hauls, all kinds of fun stuff. We've also been doing the Eat at Home challenge that Large Family Love does, and that's been a lot of fun and a good challenge for us. This morning, I'm working on breakfast, so I've got some hash brown potatoes cooking on our flat griddle. I'm going to divide these up between plates, and then I'm going to start working on corned beef hash and Spam, as well as fried eggs. Just kind of doing like a made-to-order breakfast here. All of the kids want hash brown potatoes, but then there was a variations between everybody on whether or not they wanted Spam, corned beef, or both, and how many fried eggs they wanted. So this is our Thursday morning breakfast. Good morning. Happy Thursday. We had a big old breakfast this morning. We had corned beef hash and Spam, fried potatoes and fried eggs and hash brown potatoes. That's what we had. I'm at speech therapy with Mika. Bubba's now coming down sick, so hopefully he's the last and only other kid to come down sick. But he came down coughing this morning, so he stayed home, and Penny's still sick and coughing. So after I take Mika home in a little bit, depending on what the weather's doing, I may go ahead and go to the pharmacy. They were going to call in a steroid and an antibiotic just for safety reasons for her if she did not get better within 24-ish hours. And it's been almost 36 hours and she's getting worse. So I'm going to go pick those up. But we have severe weather threat coming in the next hour. So it depends on what the weather does, because I don't want to be out driving in severe weather. I don't want to get the sick kids out of the house purposely. Yeah, just all the things. So we will see, but at some point today we'll go pick up her antibiotics and steroids, and we'll see if that helps, because she's not doing so hot today. She was up till 2 a.m. last night with a cough. I finally got her to sleep, and she was back up at 5. She slept on the couch last night, so I could get up and down with her constantly, but she was back up at 5, and she looked exhausted when I left this morning. So hopefully she'll close her eyes and get some sleep this morning. We'll see. But yeah, that's about it for our morning so far. We did a whole lot of housework and laundry yesterday, so we don't have a whole lot of that to do today. I'm still up in the air on what I want to do for dinner. I'm kind of leaning towards doing something like chicken noodle soup, because like I said, I've got now 2 sick kids, and I'm a big firm believer in homemade broth and soups when you're sick. So it's a possibility that that's dinner tonight, but I haven't set anything in stone just yet, so I'll figure that out when I get home. I know I want to do something in the crock pot, and I want to kind of get everybody cozy in the living room with blankets and pillows and things, and work on reading Treasure Island. So that's kind of my afternoon plan. But again, all of this depends on the weather. We've had such great weather since the tornado hit that I've been letting the kids go out fishing all day, and we've not done any schoolwork at all this week, and that's okay. Between sick kids, a tornado, and just, it's okay. So next week is my plan to get back into schoolwork, as long as more kids don't come down sick. So we're just playing it by ear at this point. But we do school year-round. We don't typically take a break, or if we do take a break, it's during the time of the year when the garden is massively producing both crops and weeds. And during that time, we take a break, because the kids will help me with the garden, and with weeding and picking and watering and freezing and canning. And then we will do like read alouds in the afternoon with Legos during the hottest part of the day. And then we go back out in the evening and do it all again. But, as far as the rest of our schoolwork, there's a good 6 weeks in the summer where we are just too busy But otherwise, we school year round. We don't typically take Christmas breaks. We don't take spring breaks typically, or summer breaks. So, you know, if we are sick, or if we just need a mental break, we do take time off, and it doesn't hurt anything. We are currently, I think it's 110 days-ish, 112 days into the school year right now. So, you know, it's just one of those things where you just play it by ear. But, you know, I mean, public schools have March, April, and May here left. So they have 3 months left. So, yeah, and then we have 70, yeah, so we have 70 days-ish till we're done with our 180 days required. So, yeah, we are still kind of ahead of that, give or take, because, yeah. So, anyways, all of that to say, I know I get questions sometimes on Instagram and on here about, like, how we can take off a whole week. And that's, like I said, because we homeschool year round, and because we don't take Christmas break, we don't take Thanksgiving break, we don't take fall break, we don't take summer break, we don't take spring break. And so, you know, we don't take all those gaps of time. We take our own gaps as we need them, whether it is because we have a whole week of doctor's appointments, or we have the flu in the house, or COVID, or whatever the case may be. If we need a week off, we take a week off. And that's kind of more important for my mental health and the kids' mental health than taking off 3 months in the middle of summer and everybody forgetting everything we've done for the last, you know, 6 months, 8 months before that. So that's kind of how we homeschool, and that's what works for us. But anyhow, I'm going to get back off that soapbox and say good morning. And I hope you guys are enjoying all the videos I've been putting out. I've been trying to be more conscious of filming, because sometimes I get into like it's time to clean or it's time to teach and I forget to film. And so I've been trying to be more conscious of filming daily, and I think I'm doing better. But I would always love suggestions and things in the comments. So if you leave a suggestion, I will read it and try to take it into consideration. But anyways, I'm going to get off of here. I am going to edit yesterday's video and get it ready to upload, since I'm just sitting here for an hour. That's typically what I do. I either pay bills over the phone, call doctors and get appointments scheduled and things, dentist, whatever, eye doctors, those types of fun things, or I edit videos. Typically, the one other day of the week that we're here for speech, I do the phone calls on Monday, and then on Thursdays I do a lot of editing. And so today being Thursday, I'm going to work on some editing. So all that to say, hi, good morning. I will talk to you guys in a little bit when I get home. Lunch today is going to be pizza. I took the pepperoni off this pepperoni pizza, added it to the Supreme one, added olives to the Supreme, and added more cheese to the cheese. And while that cooks, I'm going to work on getting dinner going in the slow cooker. The first thing I'm doing is adding 2 quarts of home canned chicken broth. I make this with veggie scraps. I always add a whole onion cut up in there, some carrots, celery, and our chicken bones and skins off of a chicken when I debone it, or chicken thighs when I debone those. And it makes a very rich broth, so we really like to use that for soups and things when we're sick. And then I added a can of green beans, a can of diced tomatoes with Italian seasonings, garlic and onion. And then the next thing we are going to add is our corn. I'm just doing 1 can of corn, and I'm not draining the liquid from anything. I'm just using all of that to make our stock for the soup. Now I added a can of peas, and then next thing I'm adding is a pint jar of home canned rainbow carrots. When you can those, they actually lose their color and they all turn orange, but the liquid inside of them is purple. It's kind of interesting. And then I'm just using 2 cans of chicken, because I don't have any thawed, and actually all my chicken that I have in the freezer is just drumsticks, and I don't want to mess with deboning drumsticks for soup. So just 2 cans of chicken. Now I'm adding some salt, pepper, onion powder, and some poultry seasoning. I'm going to cook this on low all day long. And at the last hour, I will add my pasta, taste it, and see if it needs any salt or pepper or anything else added. Oh, I forgot I added turmeric as well because it's an anti-inflammatory. I put it in pretty much every soup I make. I also didn't realize my camera kind of shifted to the side when I was filming this, but you can still kind of get the gist of what I'm throwing together here. I thought about making bread to go with this, but I'm kind of just having a blah type of day. As soon as I know that everything severe has passed over, I'm going to go ahead and go to the pharmacy and get her antibiotics and steroids so she can start taking those. But right now I'm just keeping an eye on the weather, getting dinner going, and I'm about to pull out the pizzas and get those cut up to serve everybody for lunch. Since the pizzas aren't quite finished cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start some dessert. I'm going to make these Starburst cherry jellos, but I'm going to add some pineapple to them just to give the kids a little bit of extra vitamin C in their day. I've already boiled the water and dissolved my jello into it. Now for my cold water, I'm supposed to add 3 cups, but I went ahead and strained the liquid out of the pineapple and used that pineapple juice for 1 cup of water. And now I'm just going to get 2 cups of water from the sink and add those and get this stirred up, and then I'm going to mix in my crushed pineapple and get this in the fridge so it can chill, and that'll be dessert tonight.
First time I ever saw you, I fell in love when you entered the room. And when the light hit your face, we were just kids, but I knew right away that I will be with you until I stop breathing. I will keep loving you as long as my...
Here's our finished lunch. We have our cheese pizza with extra cheese and our supreme pizza with a whole lot of pepperoni and added olives. And then we also have the leftover black olives that I had opened to put olives on the pizza, and I took out a jar of green olives. We are obviously big olive eaters around here. It's been about 3.5 hours. I'm going to go ahead and pour my pasta in and then put the lid on it, let it cook for another hour, and our pasta should be cooked through. And then I'll taste it and see if I need to add any salt or pepper or anything like that.
I would do without you.
Just put the pasta in the soup to finish cooking it, and I'm headed over to the pharmacy to pick up her medicine. The soup should be done when I get back, and it'll be ready for dinner.
In your eyes, I know that I will be with you the rest of my life. I will be with you until I stop breathing.
Here is our finished chicken soup. The kids ate this really well tonight. Even the 2 that are sick really ate this. Now it's been several more hours. I've gotten everybody showered and off to bed. Bedtime stories read. All of that, and they all had Jell-O before bed. I am having some cocoa in my I Love Lucy cup, and I'm going to end this day here. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us today. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment below so we can chat, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.